Vitamix 5200 with the 2 horsepower motor. Now, this is the turbo blend. It's a 16-in-1. Guess what? You're getting the wet container and you're getting the dry container as well. If you want to make cornmeal, you can. If you want to blend up your own grains, you can. If you want to grind your own spices, you can. But guess what? Lowest price Vitamix Today special value ever. And you get 2 cookbooks for a total of 329 recipes, beautiful colors as well. So I want to take you through them, and I would love to start maybe with the one closest to me back here. We are calling this one turquoise. This is exclusive to QVC, and it is still available at this time. Not one of our deepest colors, though. We don't have a huge amount of these. Moving into the white, exclusive also to QVC. Again, not a whole lot of the white to go around. Right here in front, this is the color that I have. This is the lemongrass, most limited and also exclusive to QVC. We only have about 200 that we can get out today. And then moving right along here to the side, we've got that gorgeous slate, also exclusive to QVC and most popular at midnight. Here it is in the gorgeous, we are calling this cinnamon. Love this color, beautiful gloss to it too. The cinnamon is still available now. If you note my words, it is available now still. Here it is available in the black, and then I want to take you around to the front and showcase everything that you're going to get and also show you that beautiful red. Now I mentioned you are getting the 64-ounce container. You are also getting the 32-ounce dry grains container with your order this morning, 2 tampers, and then you're also getting the Creations recipe book with 275 recipes in it. You are also getting the whole grains recipe book, 54 extra recipes in there, 329 recipes, all for that today's special value price of $348.96. If sold separately, this pack up today could cost you $534.30, but we have easy pay. 6 easy payments of $58.16. Do you love Vitamix? Call us on our testimonial line. Free shipping and handling as well. If I was at home, I would try to call, but employees don't get to call.
That's right.
I love my Vitamix. Here to talk to us all about it is Richard Roman. Hi, Rick Roman.
Hello, Happy
nice
New Year.
To see you.
Good
Happy
to
New
see
Year.
you.
You know what? Happy New Year and Happy New You.
That's
'Cause
right.
It's that time of year.
And guess what, Mary? This is the 80th anniversary of Vitamix. It started in 1937, and since 1937, this is all Vitamix does is make the best blending equipment.
So this morning, you're going to give us an overview now before we dive into it of what we're going to see.
So there's really 4 key reasons that people love Vitamix. And first of all is smoothness and taste. And what does that mean? Those textures and silky flavors by taking whole fruits and vegetables and transforming them into silky, smooth smoothies unlike any other machine they've ever used.
Mouth-watering, sorry.
Mouth-watering, yeah. Then these machines are built to last. Here, we're going to show you how you can make hot soup where we're running the machine for 6 to 7 full minutes at high speed, but you never have to worry about that motor burning out because it's a Vitamix. Then how about talking about more than just a blender? And we always talk about Vitamix being more than a blender. You can make things like ice cream. We're going to also show you nut butters, all these different things that you don't do with an ordinary blender. And then you said it, you're getting the dry ingredient container, so it's the complete food prep system, so you can do your grains, make your fresh breads, and do all these different things. And again, we talk about it, you said before, Vitamix does so much more. In fact, it's going to replace and do the work of 16 appliances. And here's a list. And we're going to try to show you as many things. It's your whole food juicer. It's your blender, your food processor. It's your stick blender, a hand mixer. How about an ice cream maker, an ice crusher for those frozen drinks, a meat grinder, a chopper, a cheese grater, homemade peanut butter maker, or any other nuts for that matter. It's also a hot fondue and a hot soup and hot sauce maker from fresh pantry ingredients. And then that dry ingredient container makes it your coffee grinder, your grain mill, and your dough kneader. 16 in 1.
Amazing. And I think we've used it for almost every one of those. That's a big container.
64 ounce, so it's the largest container we offer. We're going to start off to show you not only the power of the machine, but the durability and that built to last nature. We're going to make a homemade soup. This is cold pantry ingredients. I want you to feel that. We're starting this from scratch on the machine behind me. In 6 minutes, the power and design of this machine is going to transform that into a piping hot soup. So I'll get this started and I'll come right back.
Well, because the purpose of this particular demonstration is to really focus on the smoothness and the taste. Because if you've tried making these things in a blender before and you've never tried making them in a Vitamix, it is a whole other world for smoothness and taste in a Vitamix.
It is. And you know what? You know, we talk about the new year, you're trying to get whole fruits and vegetables into your diet. And one of the most popular things, and when people have that aha moment with the Vitamix, is when they make their first smoothie.
That's the truth.
We're gonna actually make a green smoothie here that has more than 11 ingredients, okay? I'm gonna get a little bit of ice out of the freezer here.
Okay.
Okay, it actually has 14 different ingredients. I want to put in a full 3 cups of spinach in here, okay? Now think about this. Spinach is a very leafy, fibrous green. And oftentimes in an ordinary blender, you would try to make this, and what would happen is be
stringy.
fibrous.
Yeah.
Well, you never have to worry with Vitamix. I'm going to put in a few cups of ice here, and I want you to see what happens when we turn on the Vitamix, how it literally is going to draw all those ingredients right down to the bottom. Wow. And what you're seeing there is you're seeing that culmination of 80 years of design and engineering. The power of the 2 horsepower motor, those laser cut stainless steel blades, all working in tandem with this patented container to create that perfect vortex. Now, I'm going to add just a little bit of liquid in here to fill it up and show you, okay? But I also want to open this just to show you why the design of the Vitamix is different. When you open the top and you look inside, you see what's our Vitamix vortex. That's all those design elements working together, pulling the food down thousands of times into the blade.
So good.
So we're going to let that finish for about a minute.
Right.
With the same machine, without changing any blades, we're going to actually make a frozen dessert.
So why don't I mean, are the Vitamix blades, are they sharp? What's cutting everything up in there?
No, I'm blading. First of all, the Vitamix blades never need to be sharpened. It's actually a special...
I never knew that.
It's a special laser cut. In fact, it was originally a patented Vitamix.
Okay.
So that the food is completely pulverized and liquefied while it's blending. So the design of the blade and the power of the motor working together.
Wow.
Never will they have to be sharpened. They will process the same day one as they will 10 years later.
Wow. Okay.
So here we're going to make a frozen tropical gelato.
Yes.
Now all I have in here is some low-fat yogurt. You can take any frozen fruit. I'm actually using pineapple and mango.
Right.
Okay. And we're going to put this into the machine. And here's where the versatility of the machine comes into play. We're actually going to introduce you to the tamper. It's the one and only accessory that comes with your Vitamix. We're going to drop this in. As soon as we turn this on, we're going to now force the ingredients down into the blade. Now, we talked about being built to last. This is a machine that can maintain its power under a very heavy workload and a lot of strain that I'm putting on it. But with a Vitamix, you never have to worry. And literally, in a matter of seconds, you hear that sound?
I do.
That is the Vitamix growl. And just that fast, we have transformed.
And that doesn't mean anything's wrong.
No.
That growl is good.
Frozen solid. Now, I want you to see something because we talked about smoothness and taste. Now, this was frozen fruit and low-fat yogurt. I want you to tell me.
I mean, could you make this in the blender that you have already at home?
No.
If it's a Vitamix, you might, but not if it's a standard. Do I get to dive in there?
I want you to taste that.
Oh, look at your scooping capability.
So, when you take a look at this, we talked about smoothness and taste, right? Mm-hmm. What's the texture like on that?
It's perfect. It's like store-bought ice cream.
And think about
the texture is perfect. There's not a tiny lump in there. And trust me, when it comes to tasting food, I'm the princess in the pea. I can tell you if there is the tiniest little bit in there is nothing but velvety texture.
And those were frozen fruits. Again, you could take it right out of your freezer and in seconds transform it. And guess what? You control whether you're using low-fat yogurt, soy milk, almond milk, dairy-free, but you still get that unctuous, silky texture. That's the Vitamix difference there.
I want unctuous texture in my life. So this is the Vitamix, everybody, and keep in mind we want to hear from you. So if you love the Vitamix, call us on our testimonial line. The number is 800-395-1601. More than 819,000 Vitamixes have been sold here at QVC.
You know, think about that, and you know what? I'm so excited and proud to be part of the Vitamix team. This is what we talked about before: smoothness and taste. This was 14 fruits and vegetables. Leafy spinach. I want you to see what comes out when I pour this. Think about that. So there was 2 cups of fresh spinach. When you think about people trying to make green drinks in an ordinary blender, they're so often discouraged because what happens is it doesn't blend. But when you look at the bottom of the Vitamix container, after we've just blended 14 whole fruits and vegetables, you don't see anything at the bottom. You don't see any of that leafy spinach wrapped around the blade.
No.
It's completely liquefied, and that is the difference between Vitamix and every other machine. So I want to pour this out. I want you to taste this because I mentioned taste.
Yes.
So whenever we're trying to get whole fruits and vegetables in our diet,
I love a green smoothie.
We're dissuaded by the texture and the taste. So I want you to tell me what this tastes like, but also what the texture is like. Tell me what you think of that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, Oh my gosh, it's just juice. It just tastes, it's the texture of juice and the consistency of juice. I mean, there are no fibers in here, there are no little pulpy bits in here, and it's fresh and quite frankly, tastes like springtime.
That's right.
Which we are all desperate for in this time of year. Rick, this is excellent.
Yeah, and the reason, what you just said there is why over 100,000 restaurants and counting choose to use Vitamix. You know, places like Dairy Queen, the Tropical Smoothie Cafe, Orange Julius, Smoothie King, whose name is Smoothie King.
Who are they going to trust?
Exactly, and even the Outback Steakhouse, and guess what, the world's largest coffee shop chain, yes, that one, they choose Vitamix. And when you think about it, they could choose any blender in the market.
Wow.
They choose a Vitamix, and it's so important to the success of their business. They do what's called the spread test because that's a big decision. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually pour out on a white plate here, okay? The drink we just made. Now this was 14 fruits and vegetables,
Because so far we've replaced the ice cream maker, we've made smoothies, and now you've replaced the juicer.
That's right. Now this is a white plate, Mary. Now if there were any bits and pieces, you would see it on a white plate, right? This is completely liquefied. Now this is really important because if you've looked at other blenders and heard blenders compare themselves to Vitamix, guess what? We took this same exact drink that we just made.
Sure.
I ran it through our competitor blender that says they do the same thing. I want you to look at the difference between these two. Not only in the color, but look at the bits and the chunks here. When you make a smoothie in the Vitamix, it's silky smooth. When you use what we call the pretender blenders, you're chewing on it.
So texturally, I know that I'm not going to like that one, but let me ask you this. Why is this better than a juicer?
This is better than a juicer because there's more nutrition in the entire fruit and vegetable, the skin, the seeds, and the pulp, than there is in the juice alone. When you use a Vitamix, you're using the whole fruit and vegetables, so you're getting more of that nutrition, more of the goodness and the vitamins and the minerals that you want out of the fruits and vegetables.
So good.
Before we show you the soup.
It's just amazing. This is all the same machine. This is incredible.
Before I show you how piping hot the soup is, here's a really important thing. One of the #1 concerns about people with buying a new blender is how easy is it to clean up. Here's what I love about Vitamix. We just made this whole food juice. We're gonna put a couple of cups of water in here.
Right.
And if it was a heavier recipe, you'd put a little bit of soap. There's nothing to take apart with Vitamix. You simply put this into the machine, turn it on. The machine was designed to clean itself. It literally cleans itself from the blades all the way up to the lid.
Even up to the cap.
Up to the lid, just that fast with a quick rinse. I'm gonna show you, okay? We're gonna pour this out. Give this a quick rinse in the sink. So if you were at home entertaining, making drinks, doing whatever, that fast, I want you to take a look at the bottom of the bowl of this. Look at this, is cleaned right down to the blades.
Incredible.
Okay.
This is how great it is to own a Vitamix and to have one at your disposal. And when you're replacing 16 appliances, now you've made ice cream.
That's right.
You've made smoothies.
That's right.
You made me some fresh green juice. Now you're making soup.
This was cold pantry ingredients. I want you to see what happens when we open this up, okay?
I
Remember,
love it.
these were cold when we started. Piping hot.
Thank you.
Perfect temperature. But here's the other thing. We talked about smoothness and taste. Look how silky, smooth. This is an apple butternut squash soup. This is one of the newer recipes.
Now, is this one of the 329 that I'm getting with my order?
This is.
Okay.
Okay. Now,
just like to make sure.
Here's the real important thing. We ran this for 6 minutes at high speed. Imagine if you tried that with an ordinary blender, you'd burn out the motor. Now,
It's bubbling.
I want you to let you taste this.
Okay.
Take a quick taste, and I know we have to take a look at colors.
Thank
Tell
you,
me what you
thank
think
you.
of this soup. I'll hold that plate for you.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Is it hot?
That is wicked hot. Oh my gosh, but that is so good.
And you know, you and I weren't slaving over a stove. The Vitamix created
I'm gonna
that
just
texture.
go in there I'm gonna get back in there.
I love it. And anybody can do this, and guess what? You can make soup every day, year after year. You don't have to worry about the motor burning.
That is out of this world delicious. And you know what? When I mentioned 819,000 Vitamixes sold here at QVC, I mean, take a look at what folks, like how many good reviews we have had on this item.
Yeah, you know, it's one of my favorite things to see the customer reviews because we're passionate and excited about Vitamix, but when I hear our customers, it just makes me so excited.
Okay, I'm gonna go through these at a pretty good clip. I'm gonna start back here. Slate and the blue, very, very popular. So here it is in the turquoise. This is exclusive to QVC. And then right in front of the turquoise is the white. White is also exclusive to QVC. Here is the lemongrass. This is our most limited color choice. That's the one that I have. Thank you very much.
I love that green.
Here it is in the slate, also exclusive to QVC. Here it is in the cinnamon, and then we also have it available in black. The red is located right up front, and that's where you also see that you are getting the 32-ounce dry container. If I had confetti in my pocket, I'd throw it in the air. You're also getting the 2 tampers, but you're getting the